Here's the view this morning from the trail. I'm pretty close to Brockway, so I'm guessing this is about mile 18 or something, maybe 19. Very pretty. I don't know if you can see through the trees, but that's the lake. Oh, here's Brockway. So that marks, I think it was 5.2 or something, from where I was last night. So I've got probably 10 to 12 to go, depending on how fussy I am about where I camp and so on and so forth. So here is a cache that is empty. Look at that. So luckily I stashed a gallon for myself. Wow, not even close to the amount of water that was here 2 weeks ago when I left my cache. Fascinating. There's one over there. I heard some people put some on the other side too. So, wow, these are all empty. Wow. Okay. So, there's one stashed down there. Okay. Well, luckily, I took care of it because I knew there were a couple people in front of me, and it looks like they tapped out all the water. Ew, I just thought of something. Mine is sitting in the sun. That's horrible. Oh well. Well, here's mine. And I have water. So pretty breathtaking here, all this mule's ear. Can't imagine what it looked like a month ago, huh? I'm sure it was just crazy beautiful with all the blooms. I mean, it's still beautiful, but it just reminded me of my trip down to Mexico last fall, going down to the Copper Canyon, and you know, all the cornfields, just miles and miles and miles, hillsides. Hillside after hillside, just full of corn. So I don't think, well, I'm not sure, maybe mule's ear gives some sort of, has some sort of nutritional value. I don't know of any, but at the very least, there's going to be some clean hiker butt around these parts. Here's mile marker 24. Yeah, the air quality is so much better. Look at that. Looks like it's a little windy down on the lake. Hmm, 6.5 more miles and 1,000 feet to go. 26.7. Here's the trail. And I continue up that. This is my second longer break of the day. It's about 4:45. So when I say longer break of the day, it's not gonna be that long. I took my socks and shoes off. Let me see, there's one sock. I turned them inside out so that they dry at least on the inside while I'm sitting down and feeding my face. Don't tell my ancestors this, considering I'm Italian and Portuguese. but I am so sick of eating. Every time I stop, I eat. You have to. And even when I'm not stopped, I eat. A new relationship with food for me. My whole life, I think I've been a pleasure eater. So this is all new for me. It's gotten a little breezy in the last hour, which frankly I could have used all day. Uphill is hard. I think I'm about 85, maybe 8,800 feet right now. Uphill is hard, but downhill hurts. I know I have to get up to almost 9,400 feet, and then once I hit the junction and go down to the lake, I think it drops me back down to 9,000. I'm a little nervous about camping this high tonight. I haven't been sick like I was on that second day coming out of Marlatt Peak campground. Even though I've been up here for 2 weeks now, day before yesterday, I was at 6,200 feet down in Tahoe City. Tonight will be my highest camping spot if I end up camping where I plan on. So it'll be about 9,000 feet. So I think so far, maybe 88 or 80. I don't think I've hit 89 camping that high. So hopefully everything will go smoothly. But I did notice as I was going over that pass yesterday that I was getting the pressure in my head, and also too, like the potato chip bag at elevation thing too. Just I don't know if that happens to anybody else. It seems like a pretty common affliction with the elevation. Just feel like super bloated and gassy. So, and I just noticed that my face is puffy. I have a deal with the ants as long as they don't bite me. I don't care if they crawl on me, but the minute they bite me, deal's off. So this is where I got the blisters from the Darn Tough socks seam. So that is callousing over now. So that's been kind of interesting. And so here's the progress on my heel. And that is definitely hardening, and yeah. And then we have these guys over here. So again, callousing. And then this guy here, I was glad I left the skin on, and I'm sure it'll eventually come off, but it's just been a protectant for the skin underneath that would have been raw, and now that is kind of callousing up. So 2 weeks, I think I finally beat my feet into submission. Somebody gave me a hard time about wearing boots for this endeavor, and frankly I was really glad I had them. There's been so much loose granite that I was really glad I had a little something extra to protect the bottom of my feet, because I have to say what I'm going through right now with the foot pain, it's kind of weird. It's like you want to stop and rest it, but as soon as you take the shoe off, there's like this throbbing sensation, and it's like the blood flow and everything, and it just deeply, deeply, deeply aches. But oddly enough, I get a good night's sleep, and my feet almost forget in the morning until I put their little cages back on, and then as soon as that happens, they let me know they're not happy. I carried up 3 liters with me from Brockway because I had cached a gallon there. I still got 1.5 liters with me. Mind you that I cameled up before I left camp. So before I even leave camp, I've already drank at least 1 liter. And so I took 1.5 liters with me from camp to Brockway, which was, give or take 5 miles. And then so I drank that whole thing. So by the time I got to Brockway, I had already drank 2.5, almost 3 liters. So I drank some more there, but by the time I, left, I didn't even kill the gallon. I filled up my 2 3-liter bottles and then soaked my bandana, and then drank a little bit, but still had a little bit left. And luckily, a day hiker took my empty so that I don't have to drive back for just that stupid plastic bottle. The 3 liters, after how much I cameled, was totally overkill. Like I said, I still have 1.5 liters left, so I don't know who's planning on doing that section next, but it's definitely something to think about, because this incline is a no joke, and I really could have done without the extra weight. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Please do not go just by what I say. You really need to know your body and what your body needs. So yeah, one last look, and I will continue shoveling food and drinking water and getting up my rally courage to hit that 4 miles and get all tucked into camp. So this is it, my official welcome to the very last part of my thru hike. Mount Rose Wilderness, Lake Tahoe Basin. So I just passed a day hiker. So he was screaming, and I got kind of scared. I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh, I just got freaked out. I just saw 2 cubs and no mama." And I said, "Oh, okay." Because where there's cubs, mama isn't too far behind. So I guess he got kind of scared, and his solution was to make a lot of noise, which, is the right thing to do. So anywho, he said it was around Rifle Peak, which is about 1 mile from me, and I am planning to camp about 2 miles on the other side of that. So I'm debating putting on some music, and maybe just, so it's after 5:30, so critters are starting to roam around to get food. The heat of the day is over. I'll let you know how it goes. Here we go.